Irving School Stadium. It's the game of the week on ICTN. Tonight, the final regular season game of the year as the Nimitz Vikings and the MacArthur Cardinals hook up. And hi again, everyone. I'm Lance Brown. Rob Willman will be along in just a minute. Glad to have you along for this final game of the year. And it is a gorgeous night for football. Gorgeous night for anything else, in fact, as we watch this ball game that means absolutely zero in terms of the playoffs or in terms of the standings. But we'll talk about that more in just a moment. Both these teams are in the playoffs. They cannot improve their position in the playoffs. They cannot hurt their spot in the playoffs. So I'm sure you're asking yourself right now, what do they have to play for? Pride. That's it. I mean, it's pride. It's an intercity ball game. It's Nimitz and Mac. They want to win this game because they always do want to win this game, even if they're both winless coming into it. There is something about winning this game that is special to both these teams, and we'll talk more about that in just a moment. But first off, let's look at the current standings as we come into this ball game. Now, here's what we stand like after last night's victory by Jesuit over Turner and Skyline defeating Sunset. Mac has secured at least a tie for second place in district after the Cardinals win over Jesuit last week. If Nimitz wins, there could be a three-way tie for second, but no changes in the playoffs because Skyline and Mac would be the Division I reps from 9-5A. Jesuit and Nimitz would be the Division II, and Jesuit beat Nimitz head up, so that's how that stands. By the way, the Tigers are at W.T. White this evening in the battle for fifth place. Two offenses are basically the same. One big difference. Viking quarterback Jimmy Clark, a far better runner than his counterpart at Mac, Kane Harden. Clark has had a wonderful season with his arm and with his legs. So far, Jimmy completing nearly 2 out of every 3 passes he throws for nearly 200 yards a game, 18 touchdowns, and only 3 interceptions. Jimmy can set a new school record tonight for passing yards in a season if he throws for 97 yards. Of course, he'll have one more game. He needs 5 touchdowns passes to break Adam Charles for the Viking record for touchdowns in one season. In addition, Clark has been able to run the ball very well. He's second on the team in rushing with over 500 yards. Nimitz, well, they struggled coming out of the box this year in non-district, but they defeated the teams they had to beat to get into the playoffs, including a big win over W.T. White last week to clinch that postseason playoff berth. The Cardinals' offense revolves around the talent of junior signal caller Kane Harden. He's completing about 2 out of every 3 passes he throws for 240 yards a game, 22 touchdowns, and only, get this, 2 interceptions. Kane is about to set the new school record for passing yards. He needs 2 to pass Dwayne Brooks, who had a fine college career after Mac. And the thing is, you can't load up and just try to stop one guy because he has a quartet of top receivers like Mikal Webster, Damian Victor, Joshua Hodges, and Ryan Sanchez. Mac, well, they had a disappointing non-district as well, but so far only one district loss, that to Skyline, and wow, get this, they're averaging more than 50 points a game in district play. Cardinals now only a safety away from setting a new school record for points scored in one season. Tell you what, folks, this is a contest that could be a wild offensive show. Again, we shall see. Second down play, Harden with the big rush, fires, gets away, it's caught by Hodges. Hodges inside the 20, down to the 16-yard line, and the Cardinals are going to take their first time out. We watch it again.
And why not? Boy, he hung in the pocket so well that time, didn't he?
He did. He made some nice moves, and boy, talk about an outstanding catch. It was Jordan Seals who caught that ball, and just a wonderful job by Seals to go up and get it. Now, how about that volleyball?
Well, coming up here in a few minutes, we're going to talk about the record-setting year that those volleyball teams had. We had 3 teams that made postseason. We're going to have a report for you here in a minute, right before the bands hit the field, and it was a good year. You know, it's great for the volleyball program, particularly those teams that have struggled in years past, and they had an opportunity to kind of get a taste of postseason, and it was good for the girls to get the opportunity to play after the district season was over. Meanwhile, though, we got to see what the Cards do here with 21 seconds to go.
1st and 10, ball on the 17-yard line. Henderson in the backfield. Quick out. Man is wide open. Sanchez inside the 10, and Ryan Sanchez gets the first down. It'll be first and goal to goal at the 4-yard line. 13 seconds left, and the Cardinals are going to call another timeout.
It's like they flipped the light switch, isn't it? You know, the first series, they just marched down the field and scored, then they were just kind of in mediocrity for the remainder until the second half almost, or the second quarter almost ends, and now look at them. They're just marching all the way down the field. This started on their own 19-yard line with a minute 44 to go.
Boy, no one was near him. Finally, the safety, Michael Perez, comes up to make the stop and saves a touchdown. First down, goal to goal. So they got 3 good shots at the end zone here with 13 seconds left, as long as they don't take too much time or try to run. The Cardinals do have 1 timeout left, so I guess they could try a run, and if they wish,